To be a leader means a lot different than being a manager, because when I started as a principal, I was a manager. I was worried about overseeing everything and setting up systems and things like that. And while being a leader, there is some pieces of management. A leader is someone who gets the greatest out of everyone, someone who inspires people to go places that they didn't even know existed. So leading means to kind of put yourself out in front, to be intentional, to take chances, um, and really inspire people to come with you.
To me, to be a leader, it's funny because I just had to take a quiz with Sophia because they're doing it in their leadership class. So she said, I just kind of want to see if you wouldn't mind telling me what you would answer and then what your results were. And I kind of fell in between. I like to drive the car, but I love my backseat drivers. So for me to be a leader, it is to have a vision and know where we need to go, but to listen to all the voices at the table. Because if everybody's not involved in the decision making and kind of filtering for you, you could really wind up in the wrong spot. So leadership really is collaboration to me.
So my two initial thoughts are where we talk about it's like a barge sometimes. The buildings can be so big and trying to move a barge in one direction, right?
That's a good analogy.
But yeah, and the direction is an environment where students can learn, but also, and I anticipated that, I think, right? But then the environment where teachers can teach. As a teacher for 20 some years, we'll just say 20 some, I don't think I ever appreciated the effort that was put into making sure that the environment is conducive to teaching, which translates to learning, but sometimes they're two separate things.
And you want to delegate to people's strengths. You don't want to experiment with whether they can or can't. That's dangerous because you have so many compliance things that you have to do in this position. And that being said, 50% of your job is compliance, the other 50% is innovation. So, but they're both very real 50%. So you just have to be able to manage and navigate through that. And you know, at STEAM Academy, we only have 2 rules for the staff, and number 1 rule is you're never allowed to panic. And number 2 rule is you're not allowed to stand on top of a mountain called problem, looking down into the valley at the solution. You have to go down into the valley and get it. Staff have become more confident and comfortable with me and Coach Irwin's leadership, that when disaster strikes, they'll bring it to us not panicking, but knowing that we're going to find a solution.
Here it says every student will have the opportunity to experience success in a positive, forgiving, and inclusive environment where all students, parents, and staff treat one another with respect and empathy. So we really focus on the experience. We focus on how we treat kids. Like, nobody has to get straight A's to have a successful year. You know, it's about the experience and coming here and having a good day and smiling and not being embarrassed and not being told how bad they are and not being snapped in their face. Like, it's about coming here and having school, you know, learning, making friends, eating lunch, playing, smiling, and just setting the path for, like, enjoying being at school instead of hating.
My vision as a leader probably is to lead with love, because I think that love encompasses everything. You want to grow that child as a total being. School districts can almost do it with ease. So we have an extra mountain to hurdle, and I think you hurdle that mountain with love and understanding.
My vision is to be not necessarily agreed with all the time, but respected. So, and to know that my heart's in the right place. To know that it's whatever decision comes, you may not, you may like it, you may not like it, you may agree with it, you may not agree with it. Bottom line, I want to be, and it isn't for me, the staff deserves someone that they respect.
Mhm.
So it isn't like some internal need that I need to feel respected.
Mhm.
They deserve someone to walk in the shoes that they can respect to the point where they can say, I don't like it.
Mhm.
I don't want to teach 5th grade next year or whatever, but I respect that you think I should and could and will and
Yeah, that's important.
So my vision is to make sure that, and this is going to Venn diagram a little bit with my previous answer, but to make sure that everyone in the building is given access and opportunity to display their gifts or genius. And then our mission, which is more immediate and daily things that happen, came down to instructional practices of standards-based instruction, being very intentional with those elements, learning targets, essential questions, entrance exit tickets, criteria for success, and now student success trackers, and also universal design for learning with the growth mindset. So a lot of the classrooms here, you'll see they either call them progression boards or matrix, where students have choice on assignment on the different levels of their DOK from 1 to 4 that fit their learning style. That was very intentional, and that's a day-to-day